Hey, welcome to my second video on this channel, and in this video, I had the amazing idea of drawing some of my viewers, except I draw them as monsters, because I like drawing monsters, and I thought it would be a cool idea, man, I don't know, yeah, that's it, so let's just get into the video. The first person I'm going to be turning into a monster is called Z Gesto. They said, I like the first video so far. Subscribed and hoping to see more cool content. I love your OC, by the way. Pretty awesome design and art style. Well, thank you. Thank you for supporting and leaving your comment. And yeah, let's get drawing. So for Zigesto's profile picture, I decided to make this because it seems like the character on their profile picture has like a paper bag over their head, and so I thought I could kind of twist that and make it into something actually scary. And so I thought, like, I had this kind of urban legend kind of idea where I would make this character that would be like, those stories that your parents tell you of like, this monster, this creature, or sometimes even this man that's like outside at night and looking for children that are not being supervised, and so looking for children to eat, right? Yeah, it's kind of like that. So the story behind him would be that it would be like this man that would hide behind like a paper bag. He would put a paper bag on his face and then go outside at night looking for small children to abduct. And once he kidnapped them, he would cut them into little pieces and he would put them in his bag. And I guess to cook and eat them, I guess. It's kind of that. I wanted to make that kind of vibe, like the kind of urban legend vibe that that your parents tell you to not leave the house at night when you're a kid, for you to behave and stuff like that. I think it turned out pretty cool. It definitely has that vibe. It reminds me of like some sort of puppet combo, like villain or something. If you know puppet combo, you know what I'm talking about. It looks like it could be like in a horror game or something. And yeah, I think that's it for Z Gesto. I think it turned out pretty cool. And yeah, let's go to the next person. So the next person I'm going to be drawing is called The Blue Flame. And he actually has a channel, so if you can, please make sure to check it out as soon as you can. He makes some cool content. And he said, this seems like an awesome channel. Can't wait to see what you'll make in the future. Once again, thank you a lot. Thank you for the support. Thank you for commenting. And let's get into the drawing. So for him, I made this design. First before anything, I gotta say I love his character's design. I think his persona looks so cool because it reminds me of when I was a little younger, back in like, I don't know, 5th, 6th grade or something. And I used to make, it reminds me of these characters I used to make that had like horns, like to the point I used to make so many characters with horns to the point like that every OC I made had horns, like 90% of them. I even remember my mom at some point, she asked me, why do you always draw characters with horns? What's up with that? But yeah. So for him, I wanted to give him this more bestial look, this more like beast kind of vibe. So I wanted him to kind of like embody this video game boss fight kind of thing. And I gave him sharp teeth. I gave him, I gave him the sans eyes. I don't know. I thought it was appropriate. I don't know. And I also gave him, I wanted to make this really like a boss fight, and I gave him like this core of fire, kind of like a fire, like a flaming heart kind of thing. Because if you were to actually fight him, you would aim for that core, that kind of blazing, flaming core that he's got. He's kind of like his heart. So you would aim for that. It would be like critical damage. You know what I mean? And yeah, I tried to also get his fire aspect to a whole other level. So now it really is the blue flame, like full potential max. I don't know, man. I thought it was really cool. So I kind of gave him this Ghost Rider type build with the flaming skull and everything. I changed his colors a little bit. At least I changed the color of his scarf a little bit because I thought it would fit better with what I wanted to do. And also to explore a little bit more of color. I wanted to also give him a weapon. I actually started with a sword. I don't know, I wasn't feeling it, and so I replaced it with a scythe. I think I could have done a little more of the scythe, but I didn't really know what to do, so... But yeah, either way, I think it looks pretty cool. I wanted to keep his vibe still in check, right? So I wanted to keep, like, his essence still there. It's just like a more monstrous version of his persona. So, yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. I also gave him a skull buddy, because why not? I mean, that's pretty edgy, but that I gave it to him. I mean, his whole character already kind of looks pretty edgy, but I think it turned out pretty cool, I think, and yeah, hope you like it. So on to the next person. So the next person I'm going to be drawing is called Emmy Pico, and they said, "Here before you become a famous YouTuber. I'm an OG now." Well, yeah, I guess that does make you an OG, huh? So, yeah, congratulations, you're an OG. But yeah, thank you for commenting and for your support, and yeah, let's get into the drawing. So for Emmy Pico, I kind of wanted to make this, because apparently their profile picture is literally just a Roblox avatar, of a cockroach. They have a cockroach avatar with Lil Nas X face in it. So it's kind of already monstrous enough. I don't think I could have done a lot more. I mean, I could have. I actually tried to do a different version beforehand, but I just didn't like it. So I wasn't really feeling it, so I went with another design. This time more humanoid and less weird. So yeah, I gave him this very, like, this intimidating look. I kept I guess you could say the outfit, the cockroach outfit. I don't know. The whole thing, the whole outfit is still there. It's just that I made him into a literal human cockroach. So, and for them, I actually also made a little bit of lore. So I made up a little story that basically, they were like a normal cockroach before, but then people kept trying to kill it with like raid, right? With the raid spray. And instead of killing it, the raid actually made it stronger, and then it turned into an actual, like, it made him mutate into this humanoid cockroach, like, monstrosity, right? And now he's out and about to kill everyone who tried to kill him with raid. And now, yeah, he's out for vengeance, I guess. So yeah, I gave him this very strong build to be even more intimidating, because honestly, I didn't really know what else I could do with him. Because like I said, he was kind of already a monstrosity in the first place. I gave him this knife to look even more intimidating, I guess. I gave him multiple sets of eyes, because bug, eyes. Yeah, I think that's about it for Emmy Pico. I actually really like to do this one. It was kind of funny. So yeah, I made him smashing a can of raid spray. So because I like to think that in this drawing, someone tried to kill him with raid spray again, and then they saw that it wasn't working, and they threw the raid can at him, and then he caught it and smashed it with his hand, and he was like, "Nah, that's not gonna work. That doesn't work with me anymore. You're gonna die." So yeah, but I think that's it for it, for Emmy Pico. I think I really enjoyed doing it. I think it turned out pretty funny, actually. And yeah, there's another monster done. So let's go into the next person. So the next person I'm going to be drawing is called Elmo. Yes, just Elmo. And they said, "You somehow popped up on my homepage. I hope the YouTube algorithm does you good." Well, thank you for the support, and thank you for the concern. And yeah, I do hope it does me good. So for Elmo, you might have already noticed, but their profile picture is literally just that meme of Elmo burning in the fiery pits of hell. So, uh, well, it was pretty straightforward. I just kept the fire aspect to it because I thought it would fit, and I went for like a Five Nights at Freddy's kind of thing. I turned Elmo into like an animatronic, more specifically a Five Nights at Freddy's 4 animatronic. You know, the Nightmare animatronics, because I thought it would suit Elmo. And I also made a little bit of lore. So it turns out Elmo was evil. Whoa, who could have thought, right? And he put like someone's house on fire, or he put the whole studio he was on fire, right? The studio from the show. And it turns out the fire actually caught on him, so it backlashed, right? And it burned his lower jaw, which was covering his sharp teeth that he had from the endoskeleton because of the padding he had on his mouth, the tissue that was covering his teeth, right? And it ended up burning that tissue and revealing the monster he really was. Well, other than his appearance, you know, he kind of burned an entire place down, so I guess it's deserved. Huh? Kind of like Five Nights at Freddy's 3, where the whole place burned down. Kind of like that. By the way, have any of you watched like the entire lore of FNAF, like one of those videos of the lore of FNAF? I mean, I know I have, especially when I was younger. Once again, I was really into Five Nights at Freddy's, and if you ask me what my favorite FNAF game is, definitely the fourth one, or between the fourth one or the first one, because I don't know, man. Those were the ones that just marked me. I don't know what it is. And also, for me, in my opinion, the FNAF 4 is like the scariest game in the franchise. And yeah, I also, back to what I was saying. I don't know if any of you have ever watched one of those giant, like, mega, like, summaries of the FNAF lore up to this point. It's goddamn absurd. I don't know how it got to this point, but it surely did. I don't know how, but yeah. So yeah, I think that's about it for Elmo. I think it turned out fine, actually. I think I could have done a couple of things more, but c'est la vie, I guess. So that's about it. I hope you liked drawing, and let's get into the last person on this list. So the next person I'm going to be drawing is called Silly4. They also have a channel of their own, so please, whenever you can, go check them out. They make some awesome content. And they said, hello, fellow art YouTuber. Hi, you just gained a sub. Well, thank you. Thank you for subscribing. I also subbed to your channel, so you're welcome. And yeah, let's get drawing, I guess. So where do I start? Man, Silly, you gave me some trouble. So, turns out, their character is, well, at the same time, it's simple. It's pretty straightforward design. It's also, there's a lot going on at the same time. They got these, like, elven or goblin ears, you know, that pointy ears. They have antenna, like a set of antennas. And they also have a tail. Which I'm gonna put an image of the full body of their persona, if I can find it. And I saw that at the tip, because I was really lost. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was pretty lost at the time when I was drawing this, but there was this one detail that I noticed, which was their persona had a little star in the tip of their tail, and I was like, since it's a star, and you know they got antennas and stuff, they look like an alien of some sort. I thought, I can make him link into this cosmic being, sort of, right? So I thought, why not? Since they have a star on the tip of their tail, why not turn that star into straight up the actual sun? and transform them into a giant, colossal, cosmic being, kind of like an intergalactic star devourer. So it turns out it really, what I did really doesn't have much to do with their persona. It's just that, I don't know, man. I think I went crazy with this one. I don't know what happened, but yeah. So I made them into this cosmic creature that feeds in the energy of the sun. It feeds on the sun, literally. So it goes around like galaxies. It travels galaxies and dimensions, and it in search of stars to devour. Once it devours every single star in one galaxy, it moves to another one, and then that's the cycle. It keeps going, because for it to live, it has to kind of receive energy from the sun. And so that was the idea behind it. Yeah, it's just a whole different thing from the original design, the original idea. I think I don't know what happened, man. I went crazy, I think. But hey, in the end, I think it looks really cool. I think it turned out a really cool design. And yeah, there you go. Pretty cool, I think. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I enjoyed making it. I liked drawing some of you guys. It was a little bit of a challenge for some of you. But I think in the end all of them turned out pretty cool. If you guys want me to bring another one of these videos, comment down below, and I'll be making it anyway. I think I'm gonna make another one of these at some point, but until then, make sure, if you want to participate in the next video, just leave a comment on this one, and then whenever I make another of these videos, maybe I'll pick you. So yeah, that's about it. Maybe I'll even try fitting even more comments in my video. So yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and bye till next time.